after 10 of 30 races, and this is where we can kind of break down if we're on a good trajectory or not with our point system. Ben Bailey's jumped over Jesus Christ for the points lead. All the usual suspects up there. Tango Spooner Jr. is now 721 points back. He's 19 points out of the handicap hole. And over on the right, you see the math. Ricky Rudd, in our first season, through 30 races, I had 4,350 points. And then I simmed 2 of these clown seasons and had the points champion at the end of the 2 seasons, and they averaged out to have 3,510 points. So then you can see the difference there between those 2 numbers. That's where I came up with, okay, I'm going to have to handicap myself 840 points and roughly be around where they were at the end of their seasons. So that's where that number comes from. And our current season's pace, I should be a third of the way through the season, 840 divided by 3. And then, I should be 560 points behind the leader. I'm 721, so I'm 160 points out. Almost an entire race. It's hard to really quantify with the points system. But the one thing to look at is the leader should have, 3,510 divided by 3. They should only have 1,170 points right now. And Ben Bailey is 108 points ahead of that pace. So, that's where we're at. So now that Jesus has slowed down and I've actually picked it up a little bit, all right, now things are getting a little bit clearer.
There he is, folks. The man, the myth, the legend, Tango Spooner Jr. heading down into turn 3, getting ready for his first of 2 qualifying laps here at the Coca-Cola, or for the Coca-Cola 600, I should say. Tango was saying he was practicing on this track a few days ago, and he's just jumping in here fresh, immediately qualifying, not even practicing. He really has to get that wheel. That's not bad, Tango. Streaming down the backstretch here under the lights. What a gorgeous sight, folks. Tango going through 3 and 4. Gonna hit the stripe here, and this is his hot lap, brought to you by Oscar Mayer Hot Wieners, the official hot wiener of NASCAR. Tango, don't mess up here. Oh, he didn't let out, though, folks. He got a little bit loose, but he didn't let out. We might have something here. He had a 30.8 on his first lap. He needs a 30.5. He's going to try to stick the Fast Fix Repairs Pontiac here on the. Let's see here. He's going to go through the trial. He needs a 30.8. He's probably, or 30.5, excuse me, folks. Didn't get it. He got a 30.756. Might not be dead last, but it's a long race. Tango will figure it out. This 1.5-mile oval track is known for its high speeds and sexual tension, folks, making it a favorite among drivers and fans alike. Tonight's 96 hot laps under the lights is a true test of endurance and strategy, requiring drivers to balance speed with fuel mileage and tire conservation to emerge victorious. This is a premier event on the schedule. It is the Coca-Cola 600 at legendary Charlotte Motor Speedway. Let's check out the starting grid, brought to you by 1-900 Fun Babes. And, we're changing up stuff. Did you feel how intense that intro just was? That's because that was AI generated and put in some prompts into it. Because we can't come up with stuff, So we put in an AI prompt, or we put it into an AI prompt, that's what it kicked out, and we just read it and added our little touches, that we do at PBS Sports. So starting grid might be halfway done already. But Loy Allen on the pole. Good for Loy Allen. Uranus looks amazing under these lights. He's starting P9. Andy Dufresne up there. All these names, guys. You get it, Tango's going to be starting there at the back of the pack. P38 right alongside Jesus. So Jesus is really, he's really coming back down to earth, which again, let's not hope that happens. You know, we're just talking in our NASCAR canon, but Pocahontas back there too, big points named Ben Bailey, so Tango's really lucked out here. The tide's turning for Tango. It's great to see, you know. Anyway, folks, we're trying to figure out the exact timing here. I should be getting finished talking right about now, and we're getting ready to go green. Pitter patter, let's get at her. These computer people don't really handle these D-shaped triovals too well, but they'll figure it out eventually. So Tango's probably not too bad. That would have been almost too hot of racing action if you'd started mid-pack here. Like, it's just a mess right now up there. So it's kind of a blessing in disguise that you're back of the pack. Oh, we got a spin in front of Tango here, folks. Son of a bitch. Looks like that was Beethoven and somebody else, folks. Tango survived, and he's plowing his way into turn one here, following Jesus Christ and Pocahontas. So yeah, Tango survived the early part of this race, and that's what he was talking about. We were talking last night. Went to a local bathhouse here in the Concord, North Carolina area. Fans were really receptive. The owner of the bathhouse gave us our own steam room. We were in there, and then we had somebody blow up in the field here, folks. We'll see who that is. We'll get that for you. Hang on, folks. We got hot action here. Jesus is going up on the high side. Tango, follow Jesus. Somebody's blown up in Tango. Oh my God, Tango, slow down. Jesus has disappeared into the night here. Oh, this is Beethoven. Beethoven is still on the track. Elvira, is that Elvira? What? Elvira blew up again? All right, folks. Where was I? Hang on. No. This is too intense. I can't talk right now with this hot, intense action. Man. Should have known better. Should have known better to come up with, you know, share my shower and bathhouse anecdotes with the fans when you just know this. The beginnings of these races are just too hot. Tango battling Dolly Parton going into one, and he's just gonna let her go, take in her, you know, her aroma. She probably smells amazing. She's somebody I haven't talked to in the shower yet, but you can tell Dolly Parton smells amazing. All right, we're on lap 7 here. It's getting to be time.
Andre.
What was that? Tango, did you hear that on the feed?
No. What's he talking about? Anyway. My name's Adam. Thanks for checking out the video. We're at the Coca-Cola 600. And I talked about it at Sears Point that I was going to change the mirror to where there's like a blind spot, but I get a better sense on how close the cars are beside me. And it was around that time that Wonder Woman wrecked us, because it's something I miss, where if just the way the mirrors are set up and the settings you can jimmy with, yeah, you don't have a blind spot anymore, but the downside is the depth of the cars in the mirror is a little bit off. So you'll see when we get, if you've been watching the videos, you'll be able to see a marked difference. And I'm guessing in that intro, I showed myself navigating the wreck through the cockpit. So you might have been able to get a taste of it already. But, I mean, I'm not going to sit here and explain the exact centimeters or pixels that it's different. But if you've been watching these videos, you'll have a sense on how it's different now.
Clear.
But there is a definite blind spot. Like, I don't know when I'm clear or not. And it's just something I have to get used to. But we'll get it done. Yeah, 96 laps here. It's Coca-Cola 600, man. A grueling 48-minute real-world race. Plus, you know, pit stops and stuff. We're talking 50 minutes. 50-some minutes. Ridiculous. And pit windows in the 25-ish, so we'll get 3 pit stops. And we're halfway through this run already. And of course, Andre talked about the AI having trouble in the tri-oval here at a D-shaped track. It's just the way she goes. When we run our 2000 season, we'll have Gene Hackman in the lead. Nice to see. Again, this is great to see all these new names up there. But Mike Hatt's up there, Abraham Lincoln up there too. But my next season is going to be the 2000 season, and we're going to be moving into the NASCAR 99 build of this, which is going to have all those late 90s tracks, and they're actually going to look updated compared to, you know, Bristol would be a prime example. Okay, spinning turn 3 behind me on lap 13. Dolly Parton was acting wild there. I didn't want to... what was I saying? Yeah, but like a track like Bristol, it's noticeable the difference where there's more grandstands in the late 90s versions of those tracks, things like that. And I don't know. I forget what I was even talking about there. I mentioned that because on that schedule is going to be Texas and Atlanta, like the D-shaped configuration of Atlanta, which again is one of those late 90s versions of the track. See, look how close Dolly Parton was there. And I guarantee in the previous mirrors in the previous races, she wasn't that close. But now I know she's that close. So that'll give me a better idea on what's going on there. Oh, see, we don't get a call out that she's under us because she isn't. I don't know. Turn 4. Okay. Back up. Slow her down. Slow her down. Survive this. We got through it. Jesus. Did Jesus get through that? No, he didn't. Jesus got beat up. He is falling down this thing. Man, finally. Now I kind of feel bad for Jesus. No cautions here, folks, in the Winston Cup Series. There are cautions in the game, but I just don't want to spend friggin' 4 minutes pacing around the track. I just want to sit down and have some fun. Whatever happens, happens. See if I can track down Rafael Barba here. All right, we're on lap 22. I maybe have gained a 10th a lap on Rafael Barba here. But my tires aren't cooperating anymore. We're 3 laps from pit stops. All right, I just gained 0.3 in 1 lap. So they must be at the very end of that run where they come back to us a little bit. Can't wait to fix that. So we got pit stops here. I am sandbagging it a little bit here. I don't want to take advantage of this speed difference I have over them at the end of the run. But at the end of the race, all systems go. Yeah, 0.4 that lap. But then again, he's what? P12, so he might just be artificially slow. I could always just gauge it against the leader here. I was 11. Okay, looks like Rafael Barba is pitting. That's fine. Then I'll see what my interval is to the leader here. 10.2, 1.4. Nah, something's off about that. No, because Ninja Turtles wasn't in the lead. Gene Hackman was in the lead, but he was on pit road. I don't know, but I'm pitting here. This race may end up being a dud viewing wise because I'm in no man's land.
Keep it on 6,500.
Man, it really slowed me down there. That speed brake, auto brake, whatever. What we have so far? We had lap 13. Oh, my pen isn't working. Lap 13 and then lap wreck. Whatever that big wreck was.
Go, 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 go. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. Keep it on 6,500. 6,500.
All right. Andre will give an assessment of the damage from that wreck.
6,500. Okay, you're clear of pit lane.
I know Elvira is out. All right, I think I got to go a little bit slower here on the apron because of... look at Barba taking off. Wait a minute. Maybe not. Maybe they have the advantage on the apron leaving pit road. I can't remember. But Barba is like 2 or 3 seconds ahead of us now, which he should be anyway. Oh, I had my auto brake on. That's why. My car was just wasn't full throated. I was trying to figure out why. There's your problem. I'm going to hook up with Elvis Presley. See what we can get done.
All right, folks, after 28 of 96 laps here at Coca-Cola, the Coca-Cola 600, one of the crown jewels on the schedule. Old McDonald is now the leader, but he's battling John Smith right now. And the Ninja Turtles. They're all within a tenth of each other. We're probably showing that hot action. Going to commercial. Clifford the Big Red Dog coming off his win at Sears Point. Here he is again. Loy Allen's been in the points. He started on the pole here. He's P5 right now. Running through 6 through 10, Gene Hackman was leading early. He's dropped back to P6. Abraham Lincoln, Andy Dufresne again, that name. Tango may be getting nervous with Andy Dufresne. He keeps making moves here points-wise. Rafael Barba up there, P9. Tango could be in the top 10 right now, but he is not. He's back there in P14, but he's coming up on the 2 kings. He's got Elvis Presley and he's got Martin Luther King Jr. coming up. And folks, we haven't seen the wreck yet, but we know Lady Liberty DNF'd in an accident early, lap 0, so I guess she was involved in that first hot wreck right out of the gate. Elvira had a header. Mona Lisa, engine problem. Jimi Hendrix gone with a suspension on lap 20. Maybe we may have missed that during the break in the action there. And we still haven't seen that wreck. So, but Jesus was not involved in it, but he is about, and Pocahontas wasn't either, but they're both about to go a lap down. They're 27 and 29 seconds back. All right, folks, just a busy start to this race. Awesome stuff. Everything you come to expect from this Winston Cup racing on PBS Sports. So stay tuned. We'll be right back with more action.
The truth about street girls. Shocking real stories from society's outcasts.
I'm here. I'm going to stay here. This is how I make my money.
Call now and listen to how they got there and what they do.
For survival in the streets, I've had to do anything.
Street girls, all real, all true.
The streets is tough, but so am I.
Street Girls, exclusive interviews. 1-900-535-5400. $1 a minute. Adults only, please.
All right, folks. We're back in the action here. Lap 33, the Coca-Cola 600. Tango Spooner Jr. got loose. Coming out of a turn. And a bunch of these cars that were behind him have taken him over. Babe Ruth, Casey Kane, Elvis Presley, though, is still up there. And O.J. Simpson was leading this train, and he's now leading this train. So, got a slow car. Tango said, yeah, that's Beethoven from his earlier wreck. Tango's having problems now. His car isn't hooked up like it was on the first run. I just think he gets lazy sometimes. You're getting some excellent footage here from the Budweiser airship. Glad Budweiser's been on board here for a chunk of the season. But there are rumors that PBS Sports is moving to an ESPN mid-90s graphics package for the second half of the season. Nothing set in stone, but the fact we mentioned it means it's probably going to happen. So that's something to look forward to. Tango battling Babe Ruth right now through the tri-oval. The Sultan of SWAT. But yeah, I don't think there was too much hot action early in the race, and I just wasn't really able to talk about it. But yeah, me and Tango were steamed at a bathhouse last night talking about the race, and we thought it was just a private room, and Winston Churchill showed up. Okay, and he has his name carries a lot of weight. I mean, he just says I'm Winston Churchill, or he just goes and he's allowed in anywhere. So he snuck into the bathhouse. There's nothing wrong with that. Like, we love all these drivers. There's inclusivity. We all love each other. But he's, I don't know, he has a look in his eye. Like, he I don't know, he got close to me and just, it's just uncomfortable. I don't know, it's hard to explain. It's just uncomfortable. If you've been on this earth for a while, you know when someone's giving you a weird vibe. That's what he was doing. Like, he's like a close talker, and he just feels like he's a dominant male, and he can do whatever he wants. And I mean, he was eyeing me up in the shower before Talladega. Like, it was obvious. I pretended I didn't notice. And he just goes around telling he goes around telling everybody to call him the old lion, which is weird, but okay. Tango's kind of just falling in line here. Tango had visions of making moves in this race. Now he got loose again. in 1 and 2. That's what led to his downfall during commercial break. But we'll send this down to Tango. Let's see, probably at the worst possible time. Let's send it to him here between 3 and 4.
Thanks, Andre. Sending it to me is not as bad as it used to be. We used to have a bad replay system here at PBS Sports where the game only saved 13 minutes at a time. So I had to time that with saving replays and things. So it's really not that bad. It's just me yelling into the microphone, cut in the microphone, so that whenever I'm editing the video and I gotta change change my voice, the pitch of my voice, I can tell by the screams in the waveform on where I gotta make those changes. That's why I rarely miss or forget to change the pitch of the voices. Anyway. Yeah, man, I am not sandbagging it here. I don't know what's going on here where I thought I was just going to be cruising USA to the front. And no, I'm just getting a little bit squirrely now, and I don't know what's going on. I don't have damage. Shut up. All right, Casey Kane got weird here. Oh my! Again, I love seeing these names, man. I talked about it, the point system at the top of the broadcast. That we're definitely behind the pace of where we got to be a third of the way through the season. Oh, Casey Kane, man. Nope, I'm too chicken shit to do this. I don't trust him. What am I running? P15, 14, something like that? Sold, man. Obviously, I'd love to gain some more spots, but I'm not. It's not life and death. Lap 45, pit stops here in the next. Oh, I'm hugging that line beautifully. That takes so much wheel jockeying back and forth to keep that line like that. That's like one of the few times I'll nail it all race. And 1 and 2 is just so tough, especially when there's a car near you. It's a nice battle, but you're basically battling the wheel to make sure you can kind of keep it where it needs to be. Okay, good. Megan Thee Stallion pitting. I got around all those clowns. Sucks for them. But yeah, if the opportunity ever presents itself, I will take out OJ every time I can, and not, hopefully not wreck anybody in the process, in the residual aftermath of it, you know. Lap 48, we're halfway through this now. Yeah, man, kind of a dud of a race here. But that's not every race is going to be glitz and glamour. I just got to rack up these points, win this all-important Winston Cup Championship.
Okay, you're going to get the cross flag this time. We're halfway home.
Yeah, that's wrong.
You're racing the 55 car.
That's Martin Luther King Jr. and Abraham Lincoln, so he's dropped a little bit. That's a nice battle going on up front. Ninja Turtles, Clifford, who was that? John Smith, Old McDonald, they're all battling up there for the win. Must be nice. All right, lap 50, I'm pitting this lap. Then I only have one more stop after this.
There's a spin in turn
Of course it is. Of course it is in turn 3.
Go low.
But I'm pitting anyway. I'm not really going to gain from this.
You've got a slow car ahead. Watch that crash right in front. Watch it.
I'm not going to gain. I'm going to gain some spots here.
Go high. Go high. Auto brake. Now
That's
turn
Rafael Barba, Megan the Stallion.
right. You've got a car stop in turn 3.
Now that might.
Watch your speed now.
Is
Keep
that
it
going to
on
hold up the whole?
6500.
Look at this. Look how much this auto brake slows me down here. I hate that. All right. Oh, Gene Hackman, no! Gene Hackman involved. I just saw it from my cockpit. Lap 50, wreck C76. I know she was in it.
Go, go, go.
Anybody
go,
coming?
Go, go,
I don't
go.
know.
Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6500.
Tell you
Watch
what,
your speed now.
I don't know. We'll see what happens here. Ninja Turtles, I just saw them. Wonder Woman, she's
Keep it on 6500.
been taking me out all season. Took me out at Sears Point. Took me out at
Auto brake is now.
Rockingham, trying to get down onto Pit Road.
All
right.
driver, that next car is the leader.
Ooh, look at this. We're going to be battling for the lead here. Here's Casey Kane. We've been running with him for a while. Sig Hansen. I think he's pitting off the window or whatever. Rowdy Burns. Another great name to see. Finally.
You've got a slow car down low.
But what's funny is there's been a few times where like I've spun out, like when I start my qualifying laps, I've spun out trying to get onto the track, and I'm just like, okay, I'll just restart this, whatever. But like who knows? Like Jesus right now started back in the back with me here at Charlotte, but who knows if I had spun out or something trying to get out onto the track and qualifying, I would have just restarted the qualifying, and maybe Jesus on the restart would be to have the pole. I don't know. Like there's no rhyme or reason to how this is. It's not like I'm sitting here just mindlessly qualifying until Jesus has a bad starting position and then using that race, you know. Although I probably could do that, but this isn't. The stakes aren't that high. Old McDonald in the lead, 2.9 seconds. And we have, what is this? This is race 11. Then we have Dover, Pocono, Michigan, and Daytona again. And that's the first half of the season. Oh, Queen Elizabeth. I'm looking at the standings. These clowns are all a lap down. Damn, we only have 13 cars on the lead lap right now. Oh shit, I'm 27 seconds behind the leader. That doesn't seem right.
The car behind you.
No, apparently it is. Old McDonald is gonna lap me? What? Anyway. But yeah, we have these after this race, 3 more races. Or no, 4 more. What? This is race 11, then we have race 12, 13, 14, 15. So 4 more races after this one. And as usual, I'll probably take like a week off. Might not be reflected in the upload schedule. We'll see. Oh, man. I do like to take a week off from the game because we're going to be hitting a bunch of tracks we were essentially just at. And I don't want to be too familiar with them because I'll be too good. So, but in that week downtime is when I'll make the ESPN graphics and stuff, and we'll be ready to go for the second half. I'll be refreshed. As I always say, just talking this much, just run out of things to say for a while, after a while. For instance, right now, we're behind Queen Elizabeth, but I'm going to skip a few laps and catch you on the flip side on when we catch up to that next group. All right, lap 64. I got around Queen Elizabeth. She just fell off and went and did whatever she does. But now we're catching up to Rowdy Burns, Gene Hackman. It looks like that's Poseidon. I saw Poseidon was sideways in that wreck when I was going on to pit road. But poor Gene Hackman, man. Was leading this for a while. Rowdy Burns is going to slide up the track. I'll take that.
Clear.
Not for a position.
The 57 car is a lap down.
Now, the downside here is this isn't just cruise control to the finish, because I don't know when these cars are pitting. Everybody's off the usual pit windows, and I don't know what's going on. And that's what's giving me a little smack on the ass here to get around them so I don't have to think about it. I'm going to go to the high side here on Poseidon. That didn't work. No, I'm just going to take it here. I'm going to get out of Dodge here. Get away from these cars. All right, and this is what I wanted. This is nice now. John Smith, man. Oh, him and Old McDonald having some fierce battle right now. Lap 67, maybe show that. Jesus P26, Pocahontas P23. And again, man, who cares about those guys now? Ben Bailey back there too. This is great for my point system now. Perfect. Elmer Fudd, Megan the Stallion out. I knew Megan the Stallion was at least involved in that wreck. Somehow Poseidon is missing half of his car, but he's still in this thing. We have about 6 laps until pit stops. Rowdy Burns isn't going away, though. Behind me, man. He's keeping me on my toes here. One slip up and he'll be under me. .7 now, so I've closed 2 full seconds on the leaders, but I think it has to do with either them racing, them encountering lap traffic. I navigate that better than they do. I'm rooting for Old McDonald this race. John Smith already has a win. And for the Bill Elliott fans, I'm really leaning toward running as Bill Elliott in that 2000 season. Mainly because I was looking at the standings and I didn't want to take anybody like in the top 15. I didn't want to do that. I did that with Ricky Rudd in the whatever season we ran, just because it was Ricky Rudd, the Tide Ride. But in that season, a true 2000 season, I was looking for a driver that was basically going to have a lot of memorabilia and stuff online that I could use for the side picture on these videos, just because of the resolution is not a full 1080p or widescreen thing. So I need something to fill up the blacked out parts of the screen, like letterbox. Yeah. And if you watched the Ricky Rudd season, you saw that I would usually just go try to find those old shirts, those merchandise shirts they would sell at the tracks and stuff, and we'll try. There's gonna be a ton for Bill Elliott, so that'll be fun. 99.9% sure that's going to be a Bill Elliott season. As expected, I pulled away from Rowdy Burns here at the end of the run. And I'll go in next time by. But not much going on here. I'm trying to remember how the Charlotte race went during the Ricky Rudd season. I know that was a thrilling start to that, and then again, it just kind of petered out a little bit. Same thing here. I don't care. Let's get these points. Move on to Dover, which is going to be another nightmare speed-wise and setup-wise. I probably would have got a commitment penalty there.
Watch your speed now. Keep it
Man,
on
Loy Allen is always on pit road when we were coming in. He's not DNF'd. Look at it. That's the same thing that happened last time. He took off as soon as we came in.
Okay, the leader is now.
Oh, lap 67 leaders. I want to show that battle that coincidentally popped up when we were looking at it. All right.
Go, 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 go. Watch your speed now. Keep it on 6,500. Keep it on 6,500. 20 more laps. 20 more to go.
All right. Is this Jesus? No, Elmer Fudd. I always think Elmer Fudd is Jesus, and he's not. All right. I like policing myself a little bit on the apron, but I think we learned last time that I don't have to. These clowns haven't pitted yet.
Auto brake is now shut off.
All right, let's go up the track and slow down too. I'm on these fresh tires. I gotta really take her easy here. There we go. We're behind the man himself right now, Winston Churchill, but he's a lap down, I'd say.
All right, driver, that next car is the leader.
What? No, that's a delayed call out or something. Yeah. No, he is, but he's a lap ahead of me. Look at Jesus staying out trying to lead a lap. What a snake.
You've got a slow car down low.
I don't think I'm gonna make up 20 some seconds on the leaders here, but I'm doing what I can.
You're now in the top 20.
Still might have to survive another wreck. Let's not sleep on this thing yet. Looks like Old McDonald's going to hold the lead after pit stops. All right, I'm up. I'm top 10 now. I'm tracking down 4 seconds behind Casey Kane.
You're now in the top 10. That's the way to hustle. Keep digging.
Poseidon. What a rough race for him. Staying out there. Elvira. Yeah, 2 straight DNFs for her.
You've got a slow car ahead.
That's wild. All right, so Rowdy Burns. Was I racing him for position before? There's no way. That might be like a pit road
74 car.
ghost.
Lap down.
Mary Poppins a lap down.
Clear low. You've got a slow car down low.
Casey Kane just gained 4/10 on me. It looks like I'm coming up on Jesus here. I guess Rowdy Burns is for position now. I could have sworn we weren't racing him before. No, actually we were, because he wasn't beat up. And I remember mentioning that he was peeking in the mirror. Yeah, the wrecks really helped me out this race. No question about it. And now I'm thinking about it, even going back to the Ricky Rudd, all the Ricky Rudd races, I haven't really been collected in a wreck. That I've always been able to navigate it. And I think a big part of that is because once the cars wreck, they just become static and they stay still. Meanwhile, with NR 2003, the physics during a wreck, the physics just take it from there, and whatever happens, happens. Cars are flipping around, doing all this stuff, sliding up and down the track. But in this game, they wreck and they just stay they stay put. You know, they don't slide down the banking in the turn, you know. I'm pretty sure they don't. I can picture it in my head that they do sometimes, but dude, Casey Kane, listen to this, man. 30.197 is close to my PB here at Charlotte. That 30 point, I don't think I've ever broken 29 in, I don't know, 20, 30 practice laps here and some qualifying and whatnot. I just ran a 30.7 and Casey Kane gained 4/10. So he's either drafting, he's in, I don't know what's going on. But then I just gained 3/10 back. I don't know. Who's this in front of me? Elvis? Not for position.
There's a spin in
Turn
turn 3.
3, again, right in front of me. All right, here we go.
Stay up high. We've got a wreck in turn 4.
Okay.
High. You've got a slow car ahead.
Holy cow. Who is this? Christopher Columbus. All right, I'm taking this Casey Kane spot.
You've got a big mess in turn 4.
Lap 86, Casey Kane. I tell you what, if that holds up the show here, I may be able to catch back up. No, we stopped getting the call outs, so they've at least, the road has been cleared, and I am totally by myself right now. We'll see if there's any residual carnage in turn 4. There's nothing going on. How much did I gain in this?
There's a spin on the backstretch.
Oh my goodness. Okay, I gained 6 seconds on them. Old McDonald, no, I'm seeing these names flashing here. All right, I'm looking for pixels here. Is this might be Andy Dufresne. No, it's Sanford and Son. Okay. Busy ending to this deal. Are you kidding? What is happening here? I think it's Uranus. Yeah. I could see Uranus from a mile away. So I was gonna skip it to the end of the race, but I guess we just gotta hang tight here, because I might be able to gain a spot. No, Andy Dufresne is 6 seconds ahead of me. That's not happening. Sig Hansen's jammed up somewhere. So those spins and shit came in 3s. I should be able to grab all of those. The one on the backstretch sounds interesting. Probably just coming out of 2, and they just spun up, the momentum took them up the track. Yeah. Ninja Turtles in the lead.
5 more to go. Keep it up.
John Smith still up there. Loy Allen's going to be getting a top 10. Jesus. That's crept up to 21. Pocahontas 19. We'll just always be looking at Jesus and Pocahontas until some new villains are set in stone. Probably not even showing the Ninja Turtles because they've pulled away from everybody here. Of course, they were involved in that dramatic ending at Rockingham where the Ninja Turtles and my cat spun each other out. They were racing each other hard, and they spun each other out. I forget who did it to who. And oh, hang on. Who won that? Poseidon? I think Poseidon won that Rockingham race because of that. I cannot remember. Or no, Jesus. I don't know. Jesus won at Richmond. I want to say. Yeah, Richmond and Darlington. Jesus won.
Just 2 to go.
No point racing these guys here. Just gonna take her easy and get my top 10 and get out of here. Although I see OJ.
White flag. 1 more to go.
If this was OJ in front of us, I'd try spinning him out. Is that OJ somewhere? Yes, it is. If I spin out OJ, I'm gonna take out Uranus. Wait a minute, didn't I just pass Uranus? Oh shit! I just took out Uranus. I didn't mean to. I was. Okay. What did I say? I wanted to salvage this top 10. I totally didn't mean to do that. I still think I can get this top. I don't know though. Everything's relative here. Okay, I just. Casey Kane just passed me. Garth Brooks is giving me the business here. Ninja Turtles just passed me.
All right, driver, that next car.
Yeah, but they just won. They're not racing me anymore. I'm still getting this top 10 because I don't see Rowdy Burns anywhere. Totally did not mean to even try to spin out Uranus. I don't know what I was doing there, actually. All right, but crisis averted.
All right, there's the flag. It's over.
Technically still finished on the lead lap. And a top 10 finish. I will take it. Man, that was wild at the end. Yeah, Ninja Turtles got the win. John Smith, damn shame about Old McDonald was pulling for him. Loy Allen's name's going to be creeping up the points now. Casey Kane led 2 laps. Sneaky good finish for Garth Brooks, and then the whole field ended up laps down. But Abe Lincoln didn't die off. Martin Luther King Jr. You can read all that stuff. Gene Hackman, damn shame about Gene Hackman. Those wrecks were vicious. The Poseidon one with Megan the Stallion. Sig Hansen took a hit. Or somebody hit Megan the Stallion. I can't remember. Christopher Columbus got destroyed by somebody. I can't even remember now. Everything's... Well, I can look at these... Anyway. Sig Hansen was able to stay on the track and get those bonus points. Or get those Winston Cup points. My cat DNF somewhere. Elmer Fudd DNF somewhere. Jimi Hendrix, I was talking about that. Mona Lisa DNF somewhere. I just didn't get all this. I just did not see where all this was happening. It's a busy race. It's a long race. But it was a fun race. So, we're moving on now to Dover, Pocono, Michigan, Daytona to round out the first half of the season. Looking forward to it. See you there. Thanks for watching.